alaikum everyone and welcome to Crafty Kids. Today we're going to make something special. We're going to make a Ramadan Kareem calendar which has the days of the month, so day 1, day 2, and you just flip it over like that, and it's got the verse of the day board. So every day you read about a new verse in the Quran and you write it down for the whole family to read. It's a good way of getting to know the Quran, especially since Shahr Ramadan is the month that the Quran was revealed in Laylatul Qadr. It's the reason that we fast and it's a special month. So this is a good way of getting to know the Quran well. Okay, so for this episode we're going to use a lot of colors. So these are paints I got from Wilkinson's. You can use any colors, but they just look good against the black. So these are neon paints. They come in one packet. You need a paintbrush, some chalk. I've got some colored chalk, but you can use any color chalk. You need some ribbon and some colored paper and 2 pins. Okay, so let's begin. Okay guys, so I've started off by writing Ramadan Kareem and painting onto it with the neon colors. I'm just going to add some finishing touches here. I've just drawn some stars just to make it look a bit brighter at the bottom. And I just need to paint those in, and then we can move on to the next bit. By the way, this board is from Wilkinson and it's £2.50 if you want to buy one from there. You can also find it in the pound shop. Okay, so I'm just finishing the star. Okay, so it looks like this so far. Okay, now we can move on to our next bit. So I've cut out this shape with different colored paper. You can use circles as well if you prefer, or hearts, however you like. Use your own imagination. You can put smiley faces as well if you like. Okay, and I've just got some ribbon. Again, you can use whatever color, matching with the paints, however you like. And you're gonna need 13 pieces. So for the days, you need 0, 1, 2. And for the second part, you need 1 to 10. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that now. And you can use any pen for that. So that's 0. That's 1. And that's 2. Because you go to day 29 and then day 30. Okay, so after we've drawn that on, all we need to do is get a piece of ribbon. Again, measure it, see how long you want it to be. They can be both equally long. I've made one shorter than the other just to add a bit of something. And I'm just going to use some sellotape and stick that on. Just cutting the edges as well so the sellotape doesn't show. Okay, so that's now ready to hang. And now I'm going to do that with the rest of them as well. That's ready. Okay, should I put them all out like this? Okay, so I've made all of them here. Okay, so I finished doing those. I've got 0 to 9 on this side and 0, 1, 2 on this side. So now I'm going to put them in order, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. and put them all together, line them up neatly, make sure they don't overlap each other, and we're gonna try and pin them together. So we're just gonna line them up over here, and using a pin, we're gonna quickly put them together. Now this bit is a bit fiddly, just be patient, and put them together as neatly as possible. And we're going to stick it in like that. You need to push it down a bit. You can also decorate this pin, by the way, if you like. You can add ribbon to it, or a flower, or whatever you like to cover it up. And I'm going to do the same thing with this side. So first I put the pin in, the ribbons, put them all together, and then I'm going to try and make a hole, leaving about 10 centimeters between the two, or a bit less, depending on the size of your numbers. Okay, and that's that so far. So if you can see, we've got all the numbers ready for the days of the month. Okay, so now just to add the verse of the day. So using a chalk, I'm going to use a light green one because it'll show up nicely. You can use whatever color you like. So at the top, I'm going to write verse of the day. And everyone in your family can participate. So we can have a day that you do it, a day that your brother does it, your sister does it. And I'm just going to add quotation marks and write the verse. So the verse I've chosen today is, "Verily, with hardship comes ease." There you go. And that's the verse of today. So do give it a try. It's a wonderful thing to keep in the kitchen, in the living room, in the month of Ramadan. You can even have it throughout the year. You can write something different at the top. I hope you have a nice iftar, and join me again tomorrow for another episode of Crafty Kids.